letter winner, all conference, section champ, all state, state champ, every one of those multiple times. That's how you will be remembered in the books. But for everybody that knows you, one word describes you, and that is leader. What I have witnessed from the first time you stepped into our high school room, and each and every day, in the room, outside of the room, with the guys, you've been an amazing leader. How you've helped them believe in themselves, what you've done for people like Gavin and Trey, each and every day, giving yourself more and more on your shoulders and accepting it willingly to be a leader of our team. What you did in bringing us with those guys last year to a state championship and doing your best this year to take us to where we went to. I know it was hard on you, it was hard on your body, but you are an amazing leader, Blake. And I look forward to following your future with the Gophers and following your future as a coach. You're gonna be an amazing coach your entire life. Thank you for everything you've given, Blake.
Blake Beissel. I'm sure you've now heard this 100 times and how great of a leader you are, and that's probably what everyone says in this video. And I'm no different, but what I want to add that might be different is the process that you take to be supportive to many different kinds of people. What I mean by that is you are so good at meeting people with where they're at and supporting them through their challenges, and coming through that with a sense of calmness and poise that is far beyond your years. I hope that you recognize that. So from me and Xavi, thank you for your time and your commitment to every level of this program and this community. I'm sure I will see you again, and good luck. Go get them. Go Gophers.
Blake, leader. Yeah, you're just a natural born leader. You're better than me. You're better than any other captain I've ever seen. I think back to my own time as a senior captain. Was I good enough for my team? Was I really helping as much as I should have? That will never be a question for you. You always were there for people who needed it, told people what they needed to hear, when they needed to hear it. You were always boosting them. There was never like, hey, this was your fault, negative comment. It was always, this happened, but here's what you can do to correct that. Here's how you can better yourself. Just incredible leadership, man. Like I said, that will be your biggest niche, is that you are undoubtedly the best captain this school has ever seen. And that's an incredible honor that you should take with you. With that being said, there's obviously no secret as to why this whole wrestling room is full of believers, and not only believers, but successors, because of you helping them, pushing them, leading them to the state championship. Just placing 6th your senior year with the team. Those things are super impressive, and this whole team and this whole town's going to miss you, but we're going to love watching you at the next level, man. Best of luck with that. I'll be rooting for you.
Blake, you have the kind of work ethic and mindset that will carry you far in life. The leadership qualities and the emotional intelligence that you possess at this young of an age is impressive, to say the least. And it is a clear indicator to your success. My challenge to you for your collegiate career is to go outside of your comfort zone and see what you are truly capable of.
Blake Beissel, just had the pleasure and blessed just to be a part of this kid's life since he was little, and just watching him grow and believe in the process and keep investing in himself throughout his life. It was just awesome to see. I remember when he came up as a little guy and he was gaining weight to make the minimum weight, and how hard that was. And I just not knowing how he was going to develop, if that was going to help him or hurt him, giving up all that weight and wrestling tough kids. And he really stayed positive and he made it work, and he just kept investing in himself, and it paid off. And for the kids that don't know the backstory, this isn't a kid that was winning the Triple Crowns young. This kid had to grind. And I think that just made it more worth it. And it makes it even just awesome the way that worked out for him. One of the best kids ever to come out of Hastings wrestling. And he gives back too. That's what I like the most about him. The kid is a team player first. He's a consummate captain, giving back, helping everybody out, pushing everybody, making sure they're there, making all the right choices on and off the mat. I'm an avid kid, and I think that says a lot about who he is. He just, I think, at the end of the day, I think Blake's going to end up coaching in college. I really do. Hopefully, we're lucky enough to have him coach back here at Hastings, but I think he's going to coach in college because he knows more wrestling than most of our coaching staff. And I tell you, even in the neighborhood, my daughters, he's taken such good care of my family. I've been just blessed to be a neighbor, and Blake is just an awesome human being. And I feel very fortunate and blessed that he's going to the U of M, following in my footsteps, and that couldn't happen to a better kid. And I know he's going to find success there too. He's got a great recruit in Blake Beissel. Yeah, he's going to be sorely missed on and off the mat, and his leadership in the weight room, in the freestyle Greco, bringing kids to MN Elite, the rides, the caring. That state championship as a team last year had an immense amount to do with Blake's work in caring about his teammates, going to youth practices for free, just going to help kids on his own accord. Who does that nowadays? And Blake does, man. He cares about our community and cares about the sport. And he just kept invested in himself and believing in the process, and it paid off. Obviously didn't get the finish he wanted this year, but coming back after that match, for people that don't know, that's the toughest match to come back from. And Blake coming back, finding a way to win that one and finish in the right way, just says who Blake is, man. It's easy when you're winning, but when you have to fight back, that really just shows your character, and that's who Blake Beissel is.
Blake Beissel. So, where to start with Blake Beissel? Watching Blake grow, develop into the wrestler, leader, and person that he's become has been one of the highlights of my coaching career. Blake, he was a student of the sport. He asked more questions than anyone ever. He captured more information than anyone I've ever met. It got to the point where he became what we call Google because of the amount of questions that he asked and his ability to retain that information. It's because of his obsession with the sport. Blake's obsession way outweighed his level. And over time, he turned that obsession into success and was able to jump levels because of that. I've never seen one kid that has jumped the levels that Blake has jumped in his career, and not only to jump levels, but just to continue to grow and get better all the time. There was never a plateau with Blake. It wasn't every once in a while that Blake was hitting me up. It was every single day Blake was wanting to get an extra workout in. It could be 5 in the morning. It could be 8 p.m. at night. It did not. Blake wanted to be on the mat, and he wanted to get better every single workout. And when you look at him in the room, he puts every ounce of energy, everything that he has into every single rep. And for someone to be able to grow, get better, and do what he's doing is, next to none. He is goated in Hastings wrestling. 4-time placer, 2-time champ, and a hero to the teams that he was on. It didn't matter if he was a freshman or a senior. The kids looked up to Blake. He had a legendary career. It'll never be forgotten. Talk about a warrior and an artist on the mat. He always had an answer for everything. And can't say anything but congratulations to you, Blake. We're excited to watch you at the U.
Hey, Blake. First thing, I just want to start off by thanking you for everything you have done for the Hastings wrestling program over the last 5 years while you were part of the Hastings high school team. You put your leadership skills on display every single day, and not only in our room, but in all aspects of your life. You never took a day off. You have been one of the best role models of the 2 core values that we preach: having a strong work ethic and having a positive attitude. This is not only for your teammates, but for the entire Hastings wrestling community. You volunteered for so many youth practices and showcase practices throughout the years, and have made a name and reputation for yourself that's going to go beyond wrestling. Once again, you have been the best role model for your teammates, younger wrestlers, and anyone else that has been fortunate enough to come in contact with you. Blake, in the room, you go 100% in everything you do. Warm up, your drilling, live, conditioning, it does not matter. Whatever it is, you are the constant model of what you should be doing if you want to find success. I know this work ethic is going to continue at the next level as well. During the 22-23 season last year, that belief that you had that we could win a state championship pushed your teammates every single day in order to complete that daunting task. You knew our team inside and out. I've seen you do it. You wrote up the blueprint on how we could win it. You also wore that 1996 state championship sweatshirt every single week in order to inspire others that we could win it. Your belief in your teammates made that dream come true. You've had so many great matches and wins, 193 to be exact. So it's really hard to pick one or two of my favorite matches from your career, but I think I got a couple here. First one is your first state championship match. Next one is your double OT win against Simley. And then the match you had this year against Forest Lake at the team state tournament. In my opinion, each of these matches showcase a different skill or characteristic of you, such as your determination, your never quit attitude, and your ability to win every single position and be a stingy wrestler. I know many more great wins are yet to come. I think about all the wrestlers also that you helped to get better over the years, such as Gavin, Presley, even your brother Trey. And that's just a few of the kids. I'm excited to see your further impact that you're going to have in our room, even when you're gone. Once again, Blake, I'm so excited for your future. I cannot wait to watch you win on the big stage. Thank you again for everything you have done for Hastings Wrestling.
I'm going to start off with Blake Beissel. So I think I have a slightly different perspective on a lot of the high school coaches than Blake Beissel, because I've got to watch him in a completely different light, which is as a coach himself. Blake has been coaching my son now for a good 9 months to a year, and watching his involvement in the community and watching him give back and watching him ask for nothing in return has been amazing. And in turn, these youth wrestlers have really taken a shine to him and really view him as the staple or the goal to reach. This is the standard. This is what we want to be. This is what we want to become. It is astounding. And he has a way, and I know he's been coached that through some of his coaches, is of motivating kids that maybe are struggling or need that motivation and bringing them up and getting them to that next level. And his wrestling knowledge at the age he is, I don't know if he's 18, 19, is off the charts. It's that of a coach that's been doing it for years and years. I know for a fact that there's youth programs that wish they had someone with much knowledge and as much understanding for motivating youth wrestlers in their head coaches as we had in a high schooler that just occasionally helps out. At that same time, I've watched him at every opportunity and every turn he's had give back to that youth program. And then if he sees those youth at duels or tournaments, wherever he is, he's always making sure to take that extra effort and to engage with them. And I know a lot of people are going to talk about his on-the-mat achievements, but I think those things, those community engagement, those youth wrestler engagements are the things that make Blake Beissel in more astounding than any of his more wrestling achievements is his dedication to the Hastings wrestling community.
Hey, this is Coach Krams here, talking to you, all the seniors that have graduated this year. You're in a big group of seniors that I've seen leave this program. And the one thing that I can always say to you guys, the seniors, you are ready for the world. By doing wrestling, you can overcome anything. You know what I mean? I've seen you guys, blood, sweat, and tears. Just another group gone by. I've been coaching for quite a few years, and the senior groups are very special. Don't worry about the wins and losses, but it's who you are. And then to single out a few, Gavin Lambert, you were a rock star this year. And I still don't believe I ever hollered at you. Blake Beissel, your grandson, we spent a lot of time together in the sport, good and bad, but for the most part, very good. And I love you, man. Creed Peterson, how much fun was it this year? You were a beast. You wrestled Derek every day, never said a word. Derek Stanky thank you for not hurting Creed. Although you did bust his nose the one time. So just want to say congratulations to all you guys. You deserve everything that you get, and just keep the faith.